Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Today we are unboxing the, what are they called? The Legends?
The Champions.
Champions. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's been that long since I played Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, me too.
But the Champions, the DLC for the Champions is coming out this year.
They said December, hopefully.
Yeah.
Cross your fingers and your toes.
And we thought they were going to come out with the amiibo, but I'm guessing the amiibo were already done.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get them out.
Let's get them out. Yeah.
But here they are. They were hard to pick up. I know this is Mackay's set.
Yes.
I had my own set. I had to pre-order them at 2 places because
Me too.
Mifa was impossible to find.
Yes. The GameStop that I went to pre-order Mifa, like there was a system error. Like they had all 3 of them except for Mifa. So I had to go to a different GameStop in order to pre-order Mifa. But same deal. I had to pre-order them at 2 different places. So.
Yeah, I had to get the 3 others, Urbosa, Daruk, and Rivali.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get them at I got them at GameStop, and they had already maxed out their Mifa pre-orders.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess people love Mifa. Just to let you know, if you have not played Breath of the Wild, this entire thing is one big spoiler.
Absolutely.
So if you haven't played and you still want to play and experience it for yourself, do not watch this. Don't watch this until after you finish the game.
Right. Speaking of spoilers, Mifa's my favorite because of like her story.
Well, that's basically what I was getting into, and
Yeah.
why I had to stop and be like, spoilers right here.
Absolutely. Right. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Right here.
Spoilers. All right. So yes, I figured when they went on pre-order and everybody was like sold out of Mifa. Mifa's the favorite because of her story and interaction specifically with Link.
Yes.
Like there's definitely a thing there. There's a chemistry there that, you know, they hints at a relationship between the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And
she was definitely in love with him.
right. Oh yeah. No doubt. Mifa
Like,
was in love.
The game
with Link
states that in getting the tunic.
Yeah.
Because
Explicitly.
Zoras make the female Zoras make an armor tunic for the one that they hope to marry.
Right, and the tunic fits Link.
It
perfectly.
only fits Link.
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't fit any of the other Zoras.
Which is why the Zoras had a problem with
Link. They don't like him.
Because he's a human.
But you know that because you're still watching this and you didn't spoil the game for yourself.
Right.
My personal favorite is Urbosa. I tend to like the, what are they called? The Gerudo in general in this game because they're characterized really well. First of all, they're the only like people of color. I guess what is Daruk?
The Gorons?
The Gorons.
Yeah, but they're like beasts.
Yeah,
they're not people.
But the Gerudo are basically all black women or Middle Eastern women.
Yeah, well, they're styled after like kind of a Middle Eastern African
like
Egyptian feel. Yeah, exactly.
And they're basically all women.
Right.
Like they're all born women.
Which
very rarely are they men.
Right.
Which is how that's a whole nother Zelda timeline kind of thing. But
right.
Ganondorf was born into the Gerudo, like he implanted himself into the Gerudo to be their king and took over.
Yeah.
But in this one, they're just characterized really well. They run the gamut. Like you'd expect a race of all women to be like stereotypical either stock women or stock feminist women.
Right.
And they run the gamut. Like, you know, there's some of them in there that are like the I don't need no man type. There's some of them that are married.
Yeah.
There's some of them that are just looking for love. There's some of them just looking to, you know, see the world.
And there's ones like Urbosa that look like gladiators.
Yes. Urbosa is such...
And that's a part of their culture.
She's so awesome.
They mentioned that, like, they're trained to fight.
Yeah.
to defend
But
themselves.
not all of them are even good at that.
Right.
Like, you know, some of the trainers, some of the warriors aren't very good, you know.
Right.
There's one of the warriors is like, or one of the trainers is like a trainer for the warriors, and then she
Right.
also teaches a cooking class.
Right.
No, a love class.
Yeah. It's super cool.
And it's just like, these characters are really, really fleshed out. And
Right.
I was really proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, you got Daruk.
Daruk is one of, I know you didn't love him.
I thought he was kind of the stock character of the four of them.
He is. He's the, hey, little buddy
Yeah,
character.
he's the big brother kind of figure. And yeah, he kind of has Link's back. He's just kind of I don't know, he just comes off as a stock character when everybody else is so
they're so
dynamic.
They're so like personalized.
Yes.
Like they have these huge personalities, and then Daruk is kind of just like, hey, I'm a Goron. Like, you know, like,
I mean, that's Gorons in general.
right, and they're very proud to be who they are.
Yes.
And like the bigger they are, the more proud they are.
Yeah.
And
He
Daruk
embodies that to
is
a
the
T.
biggest one. Like, he is one of the biggest ones. So I thought that was cool contextually.
Yes. And I really like the sub story there.
Yeah. With his grandson,
With
right?
his grandson, yes.
Mm-hmm. And that was cool.
And his grandson coming into his own. That was kind of neat. It's just, you know. But Daruk is cool, and I really like the Stone Smasher. It's one of my favorite weapons.
Yes. Super cool. Just like, this is not made to cut, obviously.
Right.
It's the best rock basher.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a good rock basher and a good weapon, and
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's huge.
Yes. And then, last but not least, we have Rivali.
The jerk.
The jerk of the group.
Who's still super cool.
Right. He looks like the stock jerk at first, but it's also much more complicated for him.
Yes.
Because you get the feel that he doesn't have respect for Link. He just doesn't like Link.
Rivali's story comes from the fact that he wanted to be
Link.
He wanted to be the champion that saves Hyrule.
Yes.
And he felt that he could be.
Yes.
Like, he was good enough to be.
He felt he's a good enough warrior.
Mm-hmm.
He was always devoted. He did everything right. And then Link comes along, you know, some guy.
And takes the place.
And Zelda puts all her trust in Link. And
Right.
Rivali's like,
what the heck?
but what have I done this entire time? I've done the thing.
I'm one of your 4 champions here.
I've done the thing.
Right.
No questions asked. I've been the best at everything. And you put all your trust in this guy you just met.
You pick this soldier
Right.
that, you know, is a no-name, basically.
Yeah.
I'm
I trained my whole life.
Right.
Everybody knows who Rivali is, and then, but yeah,
I can fly higher than any of the, you know, the birds.
the Rudo.
Thank you. Dem birds.
Any of them birds.
Dem birds.
But even he has his moments where it's just like, he's just a jerky kind of dude in general. Like, he's not just being a jerk because he's a, you know, he's, I don't know.
He's just full of himself.
He's not just being a jerk because he's jealous.
No, yeah.
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I am the best.
I mean, even when he's not being a jerk, he's like full of quips. He says stuff under his breath.
Yeah, he's a really cleverly written character.
Yeah.
And I really liked that about him, and I really loved his design, even though everybody's like he's Falco. But
he is. He's Falco.
Yeah, he looks just like Falco. But I love his design.
Falco's a little more brash. Let's be real.
Yeah, Falco's
He's
even
a little
jerkier.
more. Yeah, Falco's more headstrong than Rivali is. Rivali's like all right, if you want to.
Right, exactly. And I love that, you know, we talked a little bit about Daruk's weapon. I love that they all have specialized weapons. Like, Rivali has his bow that can shoot faster than any other bow. Urbosa has she has a scimitar and a shield, but the main thing is the shield, because she was Zelda's protector. And then Mipha has her trident, which is like the king's, it's like one of the most valued possessions by the Zoras. And I love that they all have like their own specialized weapon, and they all have their own like divine beasts, which is obviously if you've played Breath of the Wild, you realize those are the major dungeons in the game. But the fact that they all have one that coincides with their people is just so cool to me.
Yes.
And they're all name derivatives of past Zelda characters.
Yeah, that's what I really thought was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I also, as you know, one of the things that we talk about when we talk about Breath of the Wild and how good it is that it is essentially the open world adventure stripped down to its base core parts.
Yes.
You have yourself and the world, and that is it. Like your job is to explore the world.
Right.
And with that being said, there's only 4 weapon types in the game.
Right.
They're all,
and they're all represented.
They're all represented, and I liked how they did that. Like,
yeah.
You got your 4 weapon types. You got your 4 fighting styles, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought representing them all as a weapon was really, really cool.
Absolutely. I'm hoping in the DLC we'll get to see them fight a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to see, because like I can envision Mipha being the standoffish using
the spear
type.
is long weapon.
I can see Rivali flying through the sky, shooting guardians, like sniping them from the
sitting
sky.
there, Daruk being the tank up in the front,
just getting hit,
just
not
wrecking
taking,
things,
like laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then Urbosa's protecting whoever needs protecting.
Exactly.
She has her sword. She can fight.
Right.
I mean, her ability is offensive.
Right.
And yet, the shield is what's important about that weapon.
Yeah.
The shield aspect, being able to parry and block.
Right.
Parrying pretty much gets you through.
Right.
A lot of the game, especially before you know how to really take down guardians.
Right.
And so,
because the only way to deflect those beams.
And so, yeah, I really like I said, the aspect about Urbosa I like is the shield, the protector. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you see her little backstory flashback part, you see her sitting with Zelda, mothering her.
Yeah, Zelda's sleeping on her shoulder.
She's mothering Zelda while she's speaking wisdom to Link.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yes, that is Urbosa.
That's Urbosa. Yeah. Super cool.
Alright, with that being said, let's actually talk about the amiibo.
Yeah.
So we have all 4 amiibo here. They're all very pretty detailed.
Yes. Especially Daruk.
Especially Daruk. Daruk is your favorite one.
It's so cool.
But let's talk about something we talked about before we got on camera. So that when they were shown off and they were styled, specifically, they were all shown off in poses, and all their poses represent their characters very well.
Yes.
But what you noticed, and I, noticed it was weird too, was that in the concept art and when they first showed her off, Urbosa had her back turned to the audience.
Yes.
When you looked at the amiibo, you're supposed to face it with its back facing away from you,
right.
And she's looking over her shoulder at you.
Even on the back of the box,
yes,
it shows it like that.
When you see her picture, she's looking over her shoulder at you,
right?
And her shield is on her back. And we were talking about how that represented the character,
right?
How we just talked about her shielding, her being the mother figure, her being the protector,
right?
And yet, when they show off the amiibo, they show it off from the front.
Yeah.
And it looks strange. Like the pose itself looks strange.
The boxed version, she's like chest out,
she's
like
chest
looking
out,
off to the side.
Off, and it's just like, what is going on here?
Right.
But it's because, like we said, the amiibo is supposed to be displayed from behind.
Right.
And so we just thought that was a weird design choice.
Interesting packaging.
Why not just put it in backwards?
Right.
Like you showed it off.
It's like someone at Nintendo said, that doesn't look right. And then
they flipped it around, like, I don't know.
And then 1,000, were produced and they were like, uh-oh. Like just ship them.
It's just strange.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just put it the way it's supposed to be shown?
Right.
And it's clearly supposed to be shown backwards because it's backwards on the box.
Right.
And backwards when they show it.
Well, on my shelf,
It's going backwards. Oh, yeah. All right, with that being said,
You want to tear them open?
you go ahead.
Here.
Knock yourself out. These are yours. Nope, I got my own. These are all yours. You get to open them
I'm
up.
tearing open Mifa first. Blah.
Also, they are displayed in the order in which Mackay beat the Divine Beast.
Yes.
Which is really strange to me because Urbosa is literally on the other side of the map
Yes.
from Mifa.
I did it in the wrong order. Let's
Also,
just be real.
I thought Urbosa's dungeon was the hardest by a long shot.
And it is, and I did it second.
And I was like, I don't know how you beat it. I just used Vervali's Gale and cheated my way through it. Like, I just jumped through the ceiling and bypassed a lot of the puzzles because I could not figure it out.
I got stuck and I got frustrated on her dungeon, and I was like, "This is not okay. I'm mad about this dungeon right now."
I went. So you went Mifa. There you go. Mifa, Urbosa, Daruk, Revali.
Correct.
I went Mifa, Daruk, Revali, Urbosa. I went basically counterclockwise around that.
Right. Oh, another cool little feature, and this is just from them being in the game. Daruk is so heavy. They all have their champion scarves on them. And we're going to do close-ups on these guys, don't worry. But they all have their champion scarves on them that show, like, their divine beast. And I love that design. And I don't know, like, look at that. That's so cool.
I just love how in a series where colors are so important, like, you know, Link is known to wear his green tunic.
Right.
That the color blue is the color for this game,
It's the
and
resident color, yeah.
nobody seemed to mind. Like, everybody at the beginning, I remember, was like,
Why isn't he in green?
Link's wearing blue?
Right.
But, I mean, as you see, everybody with their Divine Beast stuff on, their scarves and such, the dress, and everybody wears blue.
Right. By the way, his bow is encased in plastic, so be careful when you're
Okay.
unboxing him, because it is flimsy.
Okay. That's for you guys. If you get your hands on
Yeah.
a Daruk.
Watch out for his bow.
Or a Daruk, oh my gosh, or Revali.
Yeah, Revali's bow is bendable and it is encased in plastic there. So just while you're taking it out, there's a little piece of plastic that sits right here. So just be careful about that. But there you go. We've got the 4 champions here. They are by far, I think, the most detailed looking amiibos as of yet, other than the Monster Hunter. Holy cow, the Monster Hunter Stories
yeah.
amiibo. They definitely, I mean, just look at Daruk's hair.
Just looking at them in general, like,
Right, they are.
you know, they cost a little more than the regular amiibo.
They're $15.99
Yeah, 16
as opposed to
13 or 12.
$12.99. Yeah.
Okay.
But
and you can tell right in just looking at them, just in their detail, that they are definitely crafted with love. Like,
yes. Like
they're
Daruk has
well.
his like 82 pack even like carved into his body. And like the Stone Smasher is like, it's thick, and I mean it's just, he's got the chain, each chain is a different link.
Yeah.
And the rope even has like grooves on it. I mean, it is just, oh, love them. But yeah, these are by far, like when they announced these, I went to GameStop every single day, and this is embarrassing. Every day, asking, hey, I called them too. I was like, hey, are they in? No. Hey, are they in? No.
For the pre-orders?
For the pre-orders. Legitimately every single day. And then, like, I knew this was like $52 worth of amiibo.
Oh, yeah.
My wife was mad.
I went and paid for mine immediately. I was like, if this is the last amiibo set I get,
yeah,
I'm getting it.
Oh, absolutely.
And I went and dropped that money immediately.
Which they haven't really announced any more amiibo.
I can't imagine why they'd stop.
Right.
It's still pretty lucrative.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I guess You got to focus production elsewhere. I guess you put strong production focus on the Switch and probably on SNES Classics and NES Classics.
Right. Well, and I'm very surprised, like, games like Sonic Forces don't even have amiibo support for the Sonic amiibo. Like, what the heck?
I guess you don't want to lock stuff behind Sonic.
So, yeah.
But, I mean, you could do stuff like, it unlocks a couple things every day. Like, you get new stuff every
You
day.
get 3 pieces of clothing for your avatars. But
Yeah.
we're not talking about that right now. But yeah, these guys also unlock... Yeah, let's talk about what they unlock real quick. So not only do you get, like, a minor version... Like, you get a chest, just like the other
Like any
amiibo.
other amiibo, yeah.
You can get a weaker version of the divine weapon that they give you, but you also have a chance to get a piece of armor.
Which, by the way, I don't know if you all know this, but when you find the divine weapon in the game and you break it, because everything breaks in the game, you can remake them.
Yes.
In their respective towns. You just gotta have the right pieces,
and
they're not super hard to.
They're not super hard to remake, but it's not like...
It's harder leveling up your clothes than it is to remake them.
Yeah, absolutely. But these guys give you a helmet that coincides with the ancient armor set, but each one unlocks the helmet of their divine beast. So the helmet looks like the head of the divine beast. And it is so cool. And they also give you stat buffs based on what you need for that dungeon.
Right. For that area in general, just, heat protection or what have you.
Yeah, so you don't have to walk around, like if you get the Varudanya helmet, you don't have to have like the dorky heat resistance gear anymore. You can wear the ancient gear and the helmet for Redania, and you're good.
And it counts as the ancient set, by the way.
Yes.
You don't have to wear the ancient helmet. You can now wear a Divine Beast helmet and still get the ancient set bonus.
Also, big thing, we didn't talk about this, it also counts as the champion's tunic. So it shows the health of enemies.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know it had that.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite. Like, I like wearing basically stealth gear with the champion's tunic or all stealth gear just because that's how I play.
Right.
But being able to see hit points is so useful.
It's enormously useful, especially on the harder to kill enemies like the Lynels. The silver Lynels, I mean, come on. But yeah, it also doubles as that. So, I mean, it is...
So they're good, is what you're saying.
Yes, and they're easy to upgrade because they're upgraded using the ancient parts. So, I mean, yeah, they're locked behind...
A paywall.
A paywall.
No, you can actually find them in the game.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Okay.
And there's also a guy that... So they added a lot of stuff in Breath of the Wild in the last patch. One, they have the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 outfit. Yeah. Which you can find.
Which is cool.
There's also a guy that will sell you any of the rare stuff that you found.
Okay.
And I mean... You could look it up how to find it. It's in Terrytown. But he'll sell you... He used to sell you, like, the sets that you couldn't... Like, if you couldn't find the sets, you could buy them from him. They were super expensive.
Oh, like the rubber set?
Yeah. Like, I never found the whole rubber set. I just bought it from him.
Or the climbing set or something like that? Yes. I got you.
But he will now... After you find the item, he will resell it to you if you sell it. So if you, need to get rid of it for inventory reasons, or I don't know, or if you don't need it anymore, but you decide to want it later, you can go buy it from him.
I got you.
You just have to find it first. But yeah, that is in the game now.
That's super cool.
Look how cool she looks. I mean, she looks regular from here, but I'm pretty sure you guys can see she looks awesome. And then I'll have to take that video, but
yeah, like I said, we're gonna do close-ups on all of them. Each one's gonna get a pan as well because they are so detailed and just so incredible looking.
Yes, they're very good. If you can get your hands on them, I recommend getting them. They are, I mean, because they're set, I recommend if you get them, you get all of them. Unless you just have a favorite and you just want your favorite, then you just get your favorite.
Now, Urbosa, I have found she is the most common.
Yes.
So I saw her at a Target. I saw her at a Walmart. I did not see any of the other three.
When I went to buy, or when I went to pick mine up, they did have some Mifas left.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they made extras.
Nice.
And they had some Daruks. They had plenty of Daruks.
Yeah, I found one other Daruk at a Best Buy. But other than that, like Rivali's gone. I haven't seen Mifa on a shelf.
Yeah, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna find Mifa, and I'm pretty sure you're not gonna find Rivali just because the Rudo looked really cool in there.
Yes, and Rivali seems to be like the second most favorite of everybody, and Mifa is definitely everybody loves Mifa.
Yeah.
So not only for design, but for her character. So.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that's our unboxing.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, there you
go. We'll put some like I said, some pans for you.
Pants.
Some pants.
We're gonna play something else now.
Yes.